This is the War Brief Daily for April 13, 2026, covering the Russia-Ukraine theater. Tonight, we are tracking three developments. First, Russia's Easter ceasefire has collapsed, and drone strikes have resumed on both sides. Second, active frontline contact is ongoing around Kupyansk, with a Ukrainian tactical gain confirmed near Ambarne in Kharkiv Oblast. And third, Russian forces on the Pokrovsk axis have made a notable tactical pivot that demands close attention. First, the ceasefire collapse. Russia's unilateral 32-hour Orthodox Easter truce expired as of April 13. This is confirmed. Both sides have resumed overnight drone operations, verified by multiple wire services and Ukrainian officials. Before the truce even began, Russia launched 160 drones overnight on April 11. The Ukrainian Air Force intercepted 133 of them, an 83% intercept rate. That number reflects a maturing, layered air defense network combining Western Patriot and NASAMS batteries with domestic systems. The pre-ceasefire strike killed at least 2 civilians in Odessa and 1 in Poltava Oblast, confirmed by Ukrainian regional authorities. On the ceasefire itself, Ukraine publicly accused Russia of continued drone strikes throughout the declared pause. Russia's Ministry of Defense denied this, claiming full compliance. That claim is single-sourced from the Russian MOD, directly disputed by Ukrainian field reporting and independent OSINT. It is unverified, treated accordingly. Second, the front lines. Per ISW's April 11 assessment and Ukrainian General Staff reporting, Russian forces conducted attacks within Kupyansk and toward multiple surrounding settlements, including Petropavlivka, Pishchain, and Kurilivka. Ukrainian forces counterattacked inside northern Kupyansk. The situation remains fluid. In Kharkiv Oblast, Ukrainian forces recaptured positions near Ambarne. According to Suspilna Kharkiv, they identified a Russian rotation window using drone ISR, intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, and exploited that gap, advancing when Russian units were most vulnerable mid-changeover. This is textbook modern warfare and a repeating Ukrainian tactical adaptation. It is a limited gain, but it confirms that Ukrainian defenders are still generating friction in Russian rotation cycles. Third, Pokrovsk. Confirmed by Ukrainian Army Inform reporting and corroborated by ISW. Russian forces on the Pokrovsk axis have abandoned frontal assault tactics and shifted to infiltration-based approaches. Military-literate viewers will recognize this pattern. It mirrors the Avdiivka playbook from late 2023 into early 2024. Smaller units probe gaps, bypass prepared defenses, and create the conditions for encirclement. This is a meaningful escalation in tactical sophistication, and it warrants close monitoring over the next 24 to 48 hours. Here's what to watch next. Monitor Ukrainian Air Force overnight reporting for April 13th. This will be the first full drone cycle since the ceasefire ended. Historical data from this conflict shows the 24 to 48 hours following a ceasefire expiration typically feature elevated Russian strike activity as a political signal. Watch for Ukrainian deep strike activity targeting rear logistics or Russian air assets. Follow Kupyansk and Ambarne for Russian counteraction, and track Pokrovsk. Infiltration tactics that echo Avdiivka could be the leading edge of a new encirclement attempt. That is your War Brief Daily for April 13th, 2026.